What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fandoms Anonymous. I know it's been a minute since we've been on video. Had a lot going on, man. Just life sometimes can take you all over the place. I've been to Mardi Gras. I've been trips and pack bags and all type of stuff. Just living. But anyway, that's not what I came to talk about. I finally saw Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, for those of you who know me, I am a Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I've been playing Sonic the Hedgehog. I played Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis. That should let you know how old I am. I mean, I'm not old, but I'm up there. I'm almost 30. Oh my God, I'm almost 30. Anyway, so I've been playing Sonic the Hedgehog all my life, from Sonic 1 to Sonic and Tails on number 2, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic Heroes, Sonic 3D on the Sega Saturn, on the Genesis, on the GameCube. They hadn't made one. They did make one for Switch, Sonic Mania. I hadn't played it yet. I got to buy it. It ain't but like $19. But this movie right here. Oh, this is a spoilers review, by the way, if I didn't say it in the beginning, but it is in the title. So if you clicked on it, that means you know it's a spoilers review. Anywho, man, it's been a long minute. It's been a minute. So, Sonic the Hedgehog. This movie did what Transformers should have did a long time ago, because Transformers has done this. There's a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end. In the beginning, we find a human who has a problem. And then the Transformers come. And then the Transformers follow behind the humans' problem. When the movie is called Transformers, not humans. The movie is called Transformers, not humans. And that's why those movies have been trashed. But I go see them every time, because where else am I going to see live action CGI Transformers at on the big screen? So, especially Transformers 5. Do not get me started on that. That movie had me cussing. And I try not to cuss a lot. But anywho, Sonic the Hedgehog had a beginning. It had a middle, and it had an end, and it followed the plot of Sonic the Hedgehog, not the humans, and that's what made this movie beautiful. So this is a video game movie. We've been getting some good video game movies lately. You know, we have Detective Pikachu, and then we got Sonic now. It's supposed to be a Mario animated movie. Can we get a Super Smash Brothers movie? That's all I'm asking. Can we get Kirby next? Can we get Star Fox next? If you do Star Fox, that'd be real cool. But that would have to be all CGI. Hopefully it doesn't look like cats. But the way this movie was set up, we start with Sonic when he was a young child. He's in Green Hill Zone, which they did do a little Easter egg and name the city where the human antagonist lived was called Green Hills. So if that's Green Hill Zone in the video game, and then we got Green Hill Zone in the real world, then what is the name of the world where Sonic lives at in the movie in the first place? I don't know. They should have answered that, but I left alone. One thing this movie did horrible. This movie could have done this, and I don't think it'd have been no problem, because it's just a freaking soundbite. It did not do Sega. Correct. It didn't do that. Who first turned on, blowed that Sega Genesis cartridge, put it in the system back in the 80s, early 90s, and you heard Sega? I don't understand why they couldn't do it. It's just so simple. It's so easy. I mean, it was the rolling credits is building up to it. I'm like, oh, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. And they didn't do it. That's the only thing that upset me about this movie. But this movie paced along very beautifully. Had no issues with it. We get Sonic. He comes into the real world. He's being chased down by characters that we've seen in the other Sonic video games before. They look like they belong to Sonic's genome or his species, but they're actually hunting Sonic because of his powers. And we've always known Sonic to be hunted because of his powers, because we got all the different games where Dr. Eggman has made copies of Sonic from, the Sonic robot, and then you got the clone Shadow. All of those games have led to that, and they basically took that and put it in the movie. I feel like they could have did a little bit more music from the video game inside the movie, but they didn't. That's fine. Those are all small things. The biggest thing was, how was this movie going to portray? So you got James Marsden, aka Cyclops, aka the person who should play Green Lantern, Hal Jordan in the next DC universe, whatever they decide to do. And he's the main human character. He's the buddy for Sonic. He's the buddy for he's the Sam Witwicky to our Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. So we followed on his story, but we did not stick to his story. And that's what all these other movies do. Instead of sticking to the main alien character, they stick to the story of the human. And this movie basically took it and said, hey, here's a human. He has a small problem. He's trying to figure out what his life, he's working in a small town. He wants to move to the big city. Okay, that's enough of that. And we're going back to Sonic. They did a lot of character development with Sonic. First of all, if you have not gone to see this movie, please go see it, because you know this movie was supposed to come out last year. But we on the internet, us people on the internet, complained because Sonic did not look right. And then they fixed it. And Sonic looks perfect now. So if you have not seen that movie and you were one of those people that's complaining, go ahead and pay your little $5.99, your $6.99, whatever you pay at the movies. Go see this movie, support it. You complain about it, and if you don't go see it, you are part of the problem. You are. You're part of the problem. I'm just gonna let you know that. Anyways, move past that. Sonic gets to Earth. He has his rings. I like what they did with the rings. I like how the rings made the regular ring noise that we know from the Sonic video game. Even when he dropped the rings several times, we got that sound effect from Sonic. So some of the sound effects from the games were there. I also like how they showed Sonic's powers. It wasn't too over the top. When Sonic spins into the ball, we saw how he always gets into that blue ball of lightning, which is, he's always been known as the blue blur or the blur in past video games and other cartoons. I'm not sure who the voice of Sonic was, but there will only and always be one voice of Sonic, and that's Jaleel White, aka Steve Urkel, aka Stefan. He was the OG voice of Sonic back in the day. So who was the voice of Sonic? You still did a good job, but you can't top Urkel. I'm sorry. Urkel was the best Sonic there ever was back in the day. Kids, you don't know about the Sonic cartoon because you're too young, and that's fine, but you're gonna learn today. Anywho, moving on to the middle part of this movie, I thoroughly enjoyed how they continued the plot. They did not jump all over the place, which is a lot of these comic book and video game movies they can do. They jump all over the place trying to tell too many different stories. They told one linear story from beginning to the end. Sonic is on Earth. Sonic is having a problem. Sonic is discovered. Sonic is then discovered by Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik. We have not seen Jim Carrey be Jim Carrey in a very long time, and this movie allowed Jim Carrey to be that active character that we know him to be. It's been a long time since we've seen him like that. Everybody suspected that Jim Carrey was going to carry this movie, but he didn't. Everybody played their particular role throughout this entire movie from beginning to end. And what I like about it is when they brought Jim Carrey in, it then focused on Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik and Sonic, because those are your two and your main protagonist and your antagonist. In every last Sonic video game, there's always Sonic versus Eggman, always. And that was a good thing that they stuck to that, because other than that, they could have easily just went down the cliff and focused on the human aspect and then brought Dr. Robotnik in. We saw a lot of his tech. A lot of things looked a little bit different from the video games. There were no animals busting out of the little drones he had. You know, this is not Sonic 1. So I was looking for that, though. I was expecting some little animal to pop out. That could happen in the future movie based on what we saw in the end credit scene. But we'll get to that end credit scene in a minute. His tech was top notch. His genius was top notch. The craziness that we know Robotnik to be in the games, Jim Carrey perfectly did that inside of the movie. Like, just expressed it totally 100%. And I had no problems with it at all. Getting this movie, there's not really too much to say to it, because normally when we watch movies like this, there's always all over the place. We got to tell 5 or 6 different stories. One linear story. We get to the end, Sonic stops Eggman, and he stops Eggman the way we stopped Eggman in the very first Sonic game, by busting the top of his ship. Now, the ship looked very good. I was expecting at one point for Eggman to break out of it and, you know, change as a period of time, because, you know, you normally got old school video game, you got to hit the vaults 3 times, and then they change into something else. But they did do that earlier in the movie when they were being chased by Eggman. He had this big machine that almost looked like a tank, bulldozer type. And every time Sonic and the main character defeated one piece, another piece came out, which is what we're used to. So I'm glad that they stuck to that. As far as music in the movie from the games, they did a slowed down version of Green Hill Zone at the end of the movie when everything was all peaceful and quiet. They basically took Sonic and acted like he does not exist. They brought Sonic into their home, and now Sonic stays upstairs in their bedroom, and Dr. Eggman got sent to another dimension, one of the dimensions that we've seen in the Sonic games in the past. Now he's there. Of course, he's going to be studying what he's seen, and we know he's going to come back with a vengeance. Now, I did not think there was going to be a second Sonic. I did not think they were going to do that. I thought this was just going to be a one note. This is going to be a one movie deal. But you know, we live in a world of sequels now. You have to do, if you do a first one, you have to do a second one if it makes money. And Sonic has made some good money, so that's not a problem at all. But the end credit scene that had me slapping the wall in the movie theater, because I was in there by myself, the other two people left out. We get to the end, a ring opens up in the same spot that Sonic came out of when he was a child. And here comes Tails. I saw that orange fur and those shoes, and Tails came out, and Tails basically says, the coordinates lead here, he got to be here somewhere. I was done. That, you mean tell me you introducing Tails? You introducing Tails to this movie? So that means we're going to have a sequel and Tails going to be in it? We're going to get Knuckles, or we're going to get Amy, or we're going to get the other characters? This is about to be a whole Sonic universe, and I'm excited. I'm excited. It makes me want to go play some Sonic games now. But I have to wait to pay to get Sonic Mania. But I want to know what you guys thought about this movie. This movie is excellent. I have absolutely no problems with it. You know, you guys, I come on here and I complain about movies, especially when they don't do a good job. Only thing this movie did not do at the beginning was, and that's my only problem with this movie. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, whether you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. We have a lot of stuff coming up on Fandoms Anonymous. We are going to a lot of different conventions. We're about to do a lot of traveling. We're going to have some great fun here on the channel. We're going to start doing more videos. Life is good. Life is grand. Life is excellent. Let me know how you guys have been doing in the comments. Whether you watch this on Facebook or YouTube or watching this snippet on Instagram. Share. We're trying to get sponsors this year, and we're going to do it. We're going to be awesome. We're going to be great. We'll see you guys in another video.